So hello, welcome back to another bloody cat. Anyway, so another video, and in today's video we're looking at some Liberian coins. So I'm going to split this video up into two. So I've got a 1978 proof set we'll have a look at as well. But these ones that I'm showing here are mostly just normal circulating coins, except for this large 5-cent coin. I'm not too sure if it was issued for circulation. So the earliest coin I do have for Liberia is this 1937 half cent, so 1/2 cent. And this one has the coat of arms of Liberia, so that's in the center. And as you can see, it's quite nice. So these ones you can still get for about $10 in this condition, uncirculated. It has a mintage of 1 million, weighs about 2.43 grams, and it's 18 millimeters in diameter. As you can see, so a lot of these are actually still in uncirculated condition. So I would surmise to say, even in Liberia, the value of this coin was too low for you to see widespread circulation. 1 million coins in 1937. Yeah, the population probably wasn't even half of that in Liberia. Unlike now, I think the population is about 3 or 4 million. And if we turn it over, okay, these are coin rotated, so the same as the United States. We just have an elephant. As you can see, it has some toning. So this probably had some glue on it in the past, I believe. And has a Republic of Liberia. So that's a nice coin. Not too expensive. And very nice. And they did issue a 1 and 2 cent of the same design. So here's a 2-cent coin from 1978. So this is a proof coin, but they did issue one in 1940s, which was actually in bronze with the same diameter. Anyway, then we have a 5-cent. So this is an aluminium coin. It was issued in 2000. So this is near the tail end of the Liberian Civil War, which I think ended in 2000 and about 2000. I think the Sierra Leone ended in about 2003. So once again, this has the coat of arms, Republic of Liberia, the love of liberty. What? Brought us here. Brought us here. Okay. So too many letterings in that side. Makes it a little bit hard to see. And this side we have a Chinese dragon. So it's a little bit different than the Western dragon. It doesn't have wings, but it does fly and does breathe fire. So they're probably based on the same mythology. So that's interesting. 5-cent, you can buy this for about $2 to $3 each. Okay, so this standard circulating coins that we have for Liberia. So they did issue silver coins in 1960 and 61. But in 1967 or 68, they changed them to copper nickel coins. So here's the 1960, and it's 90% silver. So this is about 2.07 grams. So there's a bullion value of about $2, $2.10, something like that. So you can buy this for about $5 to $10. And you have a head of Liberia or Liberty or whatever you want to call it. Not even too sure who this is supposed to represent. Anyway, so at the time, the United States coins did circulate. They didn't issue banknotes. They used United States banknotes at this time period. And they only issued banknotes in the 90s. Currently, the Liberian dollar is not tied to the US dollar. It's about $100 equals $1 US. And they issue a $5 and $10 coin for circulation. So anyway, here we have two different coins. So we've got the silver, 1961. And that is a bullion value of about $5, 90% silver. And here we have a copper nickel coin, 1968. And the copper nickel coin was issued as a frozen date as well. I think it was issued between 1968 and 1990. as a frozen date, probably because they couldn't afford to actually get re-engraved dies or new dies made up. So it's just easier just to reuse the frozen date. And as you can see, this is well circulated on the obverse. This is the front of the coin, Republic of Liberia. It's a nice portrait of a young woman, and that seems to be on the coins from 10 cent, 20 cent, and the 50 cent coin. So this is the largest coin I have from Liberia. Okay, it has a mintage about 1,000,000. Once again, 1968. Seems to have been a frozen date up until 1990. In 2000, they did issue 25 cent and 50 cent coins, but this seems to be the largest coin in circulation for most of the period. They did issue a $1 coin, which is a bit larger. So this is a larger $1 coin, but really it's a bit too large to use in circulation. And once again, in 1960-61, they did issue silver coins. 1968, they issued, or 1967, 66 should I say, 67, 68, they issued these copper nickel coins. So these are fully copper nickel, so they're not plated like the United States. Copper nickel plated copper, and these should last a lot longer in the environment. Copper doesn't really last too long in the environment, and these coins sell for about $10. So Liberian coins are a bit expensive because they are not as common as coins from other states. So coins from Ghana should be a lot easier to get. Whatever coins are actually harder to get from the area. Guinea, yeah, they seem to be a bit hard to get. East African states, they also seem to be harder to get. Probably because not many people from Australia go there as tourists. So that's probably why. And that's probably why Kenyan coins seem to be quite easy to get. South African are very easy to get. Anyway, I hope this helps you with your Liberian coin collection. Next one I'm going to do is the 1978 proof coin set. So someone took these out of their case, and those ones are pretty hard to get. Anyway, thank you very much for watching. Have an awesome coin and banknote collecting time. Thank you and goodbye.